When you think of the Caribbean, what do you think of? Most people usually think of these white sandy beaches, the crystal clear water, and the nature that is untouched all around. But did you know you can find the same things in Brazil? Brazil boasts over 7,400 kilometers of shores, or 4,600 miles, and you can find hidden gems for all types of travelers all over the extensions of its shore. Hello, my name is Anna, and on today's videos I will be telling you about 5 beaches in Brazil that are very similar to the ones you can find in the Caribbean. So let's start. Number 1, Sancho Bay, in the Fernando de Noronha archipelago in Pernambuco. Starting strong, Sancho Bay has been voted the best beach in the world for a number of times by very famous magazines such as Condé Nast Traveler and Lonely Planet. With its pristine waters, powdery white sand, and dramatic cliffs, this beach is often compared to the finest Caribbean destinations. A snorkeling and scuba diving paradise, it can be quite expensive to come to this archipelago once it is protected by the Brazilian government as a natural reserve, so things can be quite expensive over there, and you also need to pay a fee to visit it. To get there, you can take a flight to Fernando de Noronha Airport from some major Brazilian cities such as Recife and Natal. From there, you can reach Sancho Bay by hiking down a trail through the falésias or taking a local transfer. The best time to visit depends on what you want to do. Between November to March, that's the best time for you to surf when the waves are higher and you can see surfers all over the archipelago, as well as just summer tourists from all over Brazil and the world. From March to June, that's when it's the rainy season, so expect to miss a few days of beach, but prices can be up to 30% lower if you're up for it. Now, between August and October, that's when the real magic happens. That's the high season and the best time to snorkel and scuba dive, so make sure to go during that time if that's your idea. Number 2, Jericoacoara in Ceará. Jericoacoara can't be considered a hidden gem anymore, as it became quite famous in the recent years with both locals and foreign tourists alike. It offers a unique blend of natural wonders and laid-back atmosphere that will truly transport you to the Caribbean. To reach the beach, you can fly to Fortaleza and then take a bus or a private transfer to Jijoca, which is a small town nearby. From Jijoca, you will hop on a thrilling dune buggy ride that will take you through the mesmerizing sand dunes, eventually arriving at this tropical paradise. However, do not underestimate the amount of time you would waste going from Fortaleza to Jijoca. That's a 5-hour ride. But since 2017, there is a solution for that. A new small airport was built around town, making it easier for tourists to arrive in the beautiful place that Jericoacoara is. You cannot enter with rented cars inside the village, so maybe skip that for now and just get one of the 4x4 cars that will be waiting for you to whisk you away to this beautiful place. Much closer to our favorite destination in Brazil, Rio, we have Praia do Forno Beach in Arraial do Cabo. This beach looks like a true Caribbean paradise right here in Brazil. Arraial do Cabo is very close to Cabo Frio in Búzios, a couple of balneary cities just a couple hours north of Rio. Arraial do Cabo is very well known in Brazil for its crystal clear waters, albeit very cold, its quaint little village, and its beautiful nature all around the beaches. To get to Arraial do Cabo, you can fly to Rio and then take a bus or a private transfer to this coastal town. Once there, a short hike or a boat ride will lead you to the enchanting Praia do Forno. Out of all of the places we'll be talking about today, this is one of the least expensive ones, so make sure to include it in your itinerary if you plan to visit any of them. Arraial do Cabo has a similar weather to Rio, so expect the high season to be also the rainy season, which is summer, between December and February. However, you can expect a much less rainy season during the months of May and August, but it makes the water that is already cold even colder, so pick your poison, I guess. Our 4th contender of the day is Maragogi in Alagoas. Maragogi is another remarkable destination in Brazil. As you step onto its shores, you'll be greeted by the most mesmerizing turquoise waters that rival those of the Caribbean itself. Maragogi is a small coastal town that is part of the called Coastal Reef Shores, which is a protected area between the states of Pernambuco and Alagoas, which is where Maragogi is in. To reach Maragogi, you can fly into Maceió, the capital of Alagoas, and then take a scenic drive along the coastline. Alternatively, you can opt for a tour or a private transfer from Maceió to Maragogi, allowing you to sit back and enjoy the beautiful scenery on your way. As in most of the northeast of Brazil, the best and sunnier months to visit are the summer months between December and March. But that's also when you have the high season, so expect some crowds in Maragogi during that time of year. If you're not too fussed about it, go for it. Otherwise, you can choose the a little bit more rainy season, which is around the middle of the year between June and August, which makes prices and crowds get much lower. However, the waters might not be as transparent and turquoise as you would expect it to. The fifth spot in our list is actually quite close to Maragogi, and it's called São Miguel dos Milagres, located just a little bit south of Maragogi. This hidden treasure offers a tranquil escape with its serene turquoise waters and palm-fringed shores. It has a very similar weather than that of Maragogi, so expect the same amount of rain and tourists in the summer and in the winter as mentioned. Being closer to Maceió, it is even easier to access this place. You can again fly into Maceió and then take a ride or a private transfer to this small beach town. Once there, you can easily access this beach and some of the others. So maybe a good call would be just to rent a car in Maceió and drive the route of these beautiful places by yourself, taking your own time to enjoy each of them at your leisurely pace. The truth is that it's easy to find beautiful places in the coast of Brazil since we have almost 5,000 miles of it. I could spend days telling you of all of the beautiful places you can visit once you're here. However, I chose 5 of the ones that have a good balance between the Caribbean aesthetic, that are somewhat easy to access, and also that have somewhat a touristic infrastructure to support you in your trip. Do you have any other beaches in Brazil you think could be in this list? Let me know down in the comments, and check this other video that YouTube thinks you're gonna like. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!